in Rodney Square, bringing it to you with the Black Wonders Quartet. It was awesome. I mean, it was history on the stage. I guess that's what some people can say.
For sure, for sure. I try to have some sort of experience between like a barbecue, church, and a history lesson, and the club when you come to my show.
I was still falling out when you said Haiti starts in my driveway. I know parents like that. I'm a parent like that too. You can do whatever you want.
Yep. But
Haiti starts in the driveway, and I mean, it was just awesome. What else do you have going on this summer?
Man, I've got a bunch of things going on. I'll be playing at the Montreal Jazz Festival. I'm one of the producers on the Imani Records Jazz Day Festival that's happening on August 31st in Washington Township, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch going on. You can catch me on the Instagrams at IET Bass or Facebook at IET Bass, AYITIBASS. I got lots to say and I got nothing to say, so we can stay here for 10 minutes or I could go right now.
Well, we know you worked hard up there. Thank you so much. We hope this isn't your last Clifford Brown. We hope to see you again back next year and soon, brother.
I can't wait to be back here at Wilmington. Thanks, y'all. Y'all showed real love tonight. Thank you.
Hey, Kerwin, before you go, I got a question. Inspiration. Who was your inspiration growing up?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. Ain't no bass if it don't come from Philadelphia. So it's Christian McBride, Jimmy Merritt, Victor Bailey, Stanley Clark, Charles Fambro, Stacy McGee, Mike Boone. I can go on and on, but I just gave you 7.
You gave us some good ones, too. We've had Stanley Clark here. I believe we've had Christian McBride here. So they're no stranger to the Clifford Brown as well.
For sure.
And we're not finished yet. We got time, brother.
Yeah,
we got time.
Let's go.
And let me ask you this. What advice would you give young musicians that's on their way up?
Sure. I would say 2 things. One thing is that you could never listen to enough music. You just can't, because as much as we like to think that we come up with our ideas, everything we hear, we heard before. We're just re-synthesizing that. So if you could listen to more music, if you can train your ears to just love to hear the frequencies change, that's one thing. The other thing, along the same lines, but this is more of a face-to-face thing, you've got to find musicians who are more experienced than you, who have something to say with their artistry, who understand the social construct of music, the difference between playing a festival and playing somebody's barbecue and playing somebody's party. You know, there's a different thing that we do, and it's really important. And just find community. This is about community. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it without black people. And you just got to be brutally honest with yourself and others as much as you can.
How big was music education when you were coming up? You talked about your family went to Waterbury, Connecticut, started there. How big was that musical education foundation when you were in school?
The Musical Education Foundation was huge, not just in school. The reason why I excelled in school was because my parents I was already singing in church and playing and doing that. So by the time I started playing trombone, I already knew what a song sounded like. I already knew what it meant to two-step and do all these things. So I started putting notes and music together real fast. You know, being able to read music and to analyze music is just a tool for you to get more going on up here so that you can be more creative and be a contributing part of the culture.
I mean, we have so much now when it comes to funding and education, and I talk about that a lot on the show. And sometimes the music programs are the first things to get cut. And they're still very important because we need musicians like you out here keeping the music going, keeping the straight-ahead jazz going. So I just think that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, you know, we talk about, you know, the funding in the schools getting cut, and because of where I am in my calling, I'm in, like, the solutions-based area. So, like, before they even cut them, let's just find a way to make sure that little young bull who could play some drums at your house gets to come out to Wilmington next year, and you bug somebody to meet the drummer and do the next thing. So if we can't get it done through city funding or through public funding, we can get it done through the community if that's what you want to do. Young bull's going to need a ride. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to need to contribute to making the community thing happen. And just know that we as musicians, we understand our calling. And even if you're bugging us, we already know we have to listen because we bug somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the only way it's going to get done. We are oral, AURAL tradition, so it comes from here. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure that we keep that going. So if it's church, if it's just a little community, if you know somebody who got a little tap dance floor and it looks like your kid knows how to do this, bring them down there. Even if it's just for 4 weeks and they never do it again. You know, just pour into your littles as much as you can, and the funding will come and the opportunities will come. And if you see me and you're like, I got a young bull, and you said, I'm going to say, yeah, let's go.
Right. To keep that going. So we all have personal responsibility to keep that going. It's just not on the musicians.
Yes.
Making sure knocking down the barriers for the kids to give them that trajectory to move forward. That's just awesome.
Young bull, for those of you who don't know, is a younger person, a less mature human. We sometimes call them children, but I like young bull myself.
Well, that's the Juneteenth translation.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, and while we're there, what does Juneteenth mean to you? Happy Juneteenth, good brother.
Happy Juneteenth. You know what? Juneteenth means a lot to me because, as I mentioned to you, my parents immigrated here from Haiti, and I grew up in Connecticut. But I didn't learn about Juneteenth until January 19th, 2006 at the Clef Club of Philadelphia. They never talked about it in school in Connecticut. So
Sure enough, they didn't talk about it here either.
So I had no idea. So first I was like, what is Juneteenth? Is this a fake holiday? I was like, no, it sure ain't. We're having a good time. So I did my research, and I was like, well, why would we celebrate a day like this? And I was like, oh, right. Black people celebrate everything. You know what I'm saying? And we do it right. It's not halfway. We got the food, we got the music, we do our thing.
Okay.
So to me, Juneteenth means the way is a way that we celebrate. We mourn and we celebrate our ancestors at the same time. And to be able for me to present this music today on this day at this festival is a top. And right before Chief is just, I couldn't ask for a better day.
So what is Chief? I mean, you talked about the show that we're in for and all of his experience, but what does his music mean to you?
His music, to be honest, his music doesn't mean as much to me as his artistry and what he's brought to what we would call the game. Where he comes from, the lineage that he comes from, the lineage that he honors with his name and with his artistry, that strikes me a lot. The decisions that he made from the very beginning of his first record, as again, I have this weird view where my homie's playing his band, so I kind of knew what was happening, but still to watch it and to watch his determination and to watch the app that's built and Stretch Music and this, you know what I mean, and USA Today and all these things that take more than just playing the horn,
right?
And it takes conviction and it takes stick-to-itness. And you'll see, it's just I can't.
We're pumped about it. We can't wait. We appreciate you. We know that you've been playing for 85 minutes. So
oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here for the stuff, man.
Yeah. So Ivan, do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good. Are y'all good out there?
If I could just
all right.
If I could just say one more thing, y'all, please come back to this festival and bring some friends. Make it so that they've got to widen this thing up on the first day. Don't wait till Saturday. You're like, oh, I'm not going to come back.
Well, Jonathan, this right here, family. This is a family reunion.
Well, for sure. I'm just saying, for myself, and I'm doing my part in my calling, I'm so glad you're here. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Give it out one more time,
37
y'all.
years, the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival right here in Wilmington, Delaware.
Right.
Jonathan Michel, thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
Can the church get an amen?
Amen.
All right. And while we're giving amens, I need to say this. This is very special, very important, because what we do is that every time that I hit the stage, I have to give a PSA. And the PSA right now is turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, are you okay? We're going to do a mental health check right now. Neighbor, are you okay?
Neighbor? Say it with me. Neighbor?
You okay?
You got to look at
You
the
okay?
person. You just can't
All
say
right.
it out loud.
All right.
Are you okay?
Because and now say this: it's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
All right. That's a mental health check. We got to get those. All right? It's very important these days. All right? We're going to get started. Y'all, let's play some music. They're going to get started. I'm super excited about this next act, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. Can you play some music in the back? Clifford Brown.